Here in this video, I'm definitely coming to give you life. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to in the comment section below, letting me know how you are enjoying my channel. Yes, and any other ideas that you may have, post them right into the comment section. I welcome all of you once again. This is a live video series that I am doing on color shades. So those that will be rewatching this video, I welcome you and thank you to this live recording. And as you all know, for those that have been tuning in for these sessions, we have a Q&A. After the mixture is done, I'll go straight into the Q&A and then answer some post notification questions that have been coming through on my Facebook and my Instagram. So if you are tuning in, your question will be answered if you have asked on one of my posts on one of my social medias. So let's get to it. Let's go. So here I have my stainless steel pot, my induction cooktop, and I have my already clean Granny Smith apple. I have my apple stick and my paper straw. My 2 cups of sugar. Water is already inside my pot. And always have my silicone mat ready to go. And today I'm going to be using the Sunset Orange by CHEFMASTERS. A little old there because I keep it on deck. And my CHEFMASTERS white. Today I'm going to be flavoring with banana cream Loran oil flavor. It's an oil-based flavor that I only use for all my candy apples. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Just so that you know, once I get this induction oven going, it tends to give like a static. It will go away, so don't be alarmed. Let's get it. Let's go. So we have our water already in the pot. 2 cups of sugar you're going to go ahead and add. Okay, combine all of those ingredients in there. And you like corn syrup? As I forgot earlier, as I was preparing these video pictures for you all, I forgot to add my corn syrup. And it made sugar dust. So don't forget to add in your light corn syrup, which this is a 1/2 cup. This is my half recipe that I am doing in this video. I go back and forth between recipes, whether I'm using a 1/2 cup of water or 3/4 cups of water, and I'll touch on why I do that. So mixing all the ingredients, combining them very well. And in this video, I am going to add in the orange and cook in, okay? Orange hearts. Yes, let's see the orange hearts. Thank you. All right. So, for the amount of drops that's needed for this particular shade, I'm going to add in 8 drops of food coloring. All right. So you want to go ahead and start that off. The color should go first for this particular shade. Oh, let's open it first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'm adding in 8 drops. Giving myself room to add a few drops at the end if I need to. And I'll only do that because cooking it in cooks down the color on certain colors though. Remember that. Certain colors. And I always tell people each batch is always different. So keep that in mind. And then I'm going to add in 3 drops of white. 1, 2, 3. A lot of times people think you have to add a whole lot of white to bring the color out. It only takes a few drops to get that color to transform and come in and not be transparent. So leave yourself room in case you have to add at the end. All right. And you can also do the same amount of drops for a full mixture as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get this started. Once again, when I do get this started, it's going to be a little static, so don't be alarmed. It will go away. You want to cook this mixture to 300 degrees on your stove. All right. And anyone that has digital, I will cook it between 5 and 6 if you have a digital stove. It's okay to cook on gas, and yes, it's okay to cook on electric. Now, when you add in your stick for your apple, okay, I'm going to go ahead into my post notification questions. Someone asks, how do I get the stick to stay in? The sticks that I use are sticks that will allow the paper straw to go right over and fit. Okay, and the size sticks that I use is a 6.5 by 5.0. The 5.0 is the width of the stick that you want to purchase, which the link is always provided in my description box up under this video. And that width will allow the straw to go over your stick. How do you get the stick and straw to stay in? Well, you want to make sure when you insert the stick, you're pushing it down so where it comes here, and then when you insert the straw, when you put the straw over the stick, by you forcing it in, the stick still goes down a little bit. So be careful that you don't put the stick all the way in and then put the straw and pushing the stick where it's going to pierce the bottom of your apple. So keep in mind, when you do put in your stick, you want to go just to like break in to the apple, as you see here, piercing that in, and you just have to, guesstimate that you're just going into the apple, and as you put the stick over, you're going to forcefully push down, and you want to do it on the surface. I'm just holding this up so you can see, but either you take a mallet to put in the stick, and when you do the straw, just hold the apple or put your thumb in the straw here and just force it on in, okay? And then you want to, oh, bloopers. The things you see live. Let me just go ahead and hurry up and wipe that off. I'm just going to rinse this off. If I can get it all off with this towel. But anywho, you don't want to do that. But you want to definitely hold your apple in position, holding the straw, pressing it down, and then checking the bottom so that it's not pierced at the bottom of your apple, and then shake it to assure that your stick is in there and not gonna fall into your mixture, just like I did with my goofy hands. Okay, the things I do for you all. All right, also when you do put in your stick, I always measure and align my sticks with all my apples so that it can have good presentation for pictures or your treat tables or what have you. All right, so also I'm trying to get through this because I got another video to give y'all. But don't forget your candy thermometer. Your candy thermometer must be clipped to the side of your pot making sure that the tip of your thermometer does not touch the bottom of the pot, because it will give off a false reading. Okay? Alright, so here is the time where we go into our questions and our post notification questions. If for those that don't know what the post notification questions are, it's the people that have clicked their notifications, and if you're notified when I come on, you know that your post notifications will go off. So those that have asked questions in the comment section, I go through them, or my assistant goes through them and give me questions that she think I should go ahead and ask if I haven't answered in any previous video during this series. So let me go to those post notifications. And if you want any shout outs, please comment in the comment section below, and I will definitely shout your name out, your business, or what have you. And I know a lot of people are enjoying this series, so I thank you. Okay. So all I do is go to my previous video and go through these notifications, so you won't see. I ain't making up no questions, so I'm going straight to my notifications. And the question that was asked, Ro, is there a way to clean apples for same day, no bubble apples? Well, yes there is. Okay. And I did mention this in one of my videos, but there is a method that you can do the same day, cleaning your apples within 24 hours, dipping them, and still get no bubbles. You can do that, but I don't recommend it because your apples will break down. Okay? If you like in a rush, or you forgot you need to do a couple of more apples, I would clean them early that morning and then dip them later that day to get bubble free. I don't do nothing extra. I don't put it in no ice water or nothing like that. I have did all of that. Still, it breaks down regardless. It is just, you know, my recommendation is, you know, don't do it at all. If you want long-lasting apples, you know, follow the 48-hour process. But you can do same-day apples. They just tend to break down quicker than the regular mixture. Alright? Alright. Let's go to the next one. I'm going to do 3. And then I'm going to take your questions from the live. Alright? So, I'm very much interested. Okay, this was a question that was asked. Hey, Ro, can you please help me with a list of tools, items that would be needed to start my at-home treat business? I would greatly appreciate it. First of all, sure. Every day that I come on here or make videos, however I display them, take heed to everything that I'm using, and a lot of the links that I provide are good links for you to purchase your items from. To start your business, you know, you can ask people all day, what do I need to get started? What do I need to get started? And I can tell you what you need to get started, but it takes you to deliver, and the commitment and the consistency of developing your business is the development of your business. It takes you. I'm watching this candy mixture. making sure it don't burn. It takes you to do that. So, and it depends on what it is that you want to get started with. First off, I would definitely say is get yourself registered, find a name, register it, lock it in before anybody else gets it. And if it's just starting off with apples, then of course you would need definitely sugar, syrup, apple sticks, and straws. And if you and the packaging, whether it's bags and boxes, but I'm gonna let you know when I got into this, it was everything that I saw I purchased because I figured I had to have it. And I just spent unnecessary money, and I'm like, okay, well dang, I need this. And so the money that I spent unnecessarily, that could have went towards something that was more important. So I started off with just selling first before I even registered my business. And a lot of us do that, you know, it's one way to get ahead. But, you know, when you do get out there and you get more clientele, register and get yourself established, and just stay with it. Is my best advice to you. I do have a business class called Home Baking for Profit. That is, you can register on my business page on Facebook, Your Sweet Connection. That is it's a development of those that want to start out and need help with just getting started, and it's very, very informative and a lot of information. Okay. So as I'm watching this, I hope that answered your question for you as far as getting started. It's just getting in there and just doing it. Okay. Questions from the live. Thank you all for joining in. Uh, let's see. Any questions? Any questions? How far in advance can you make apples? You can make apples as far in it as 4 days. Um, just know that you have to go through that cleaning process. So if you have an order on Friday, you can clean them on Monday or you can clean them on Saturday. I'm gonna tell you this. This is the great way to just know. When after you clean your apples, they're good for a week and some days, a couple of days, when they're stripped like this. So they last for about a week and some days. If you go 2 weeks, you're pushing it. Okay? So if you start on Monday, then you can dip on Wednesday and put them up. Or you can save your apples and dip that Friday morning and have them ready for your customer. Next question. Do you have a video doing red candy apples? I sure do. Go to my channel and you will see all the videos that I have done far as the color series. All right. Next question. All right. Do you buy your apples wholesale? I buy my apples from Sam's Club. I used to buy them wholesale, but I just go get bags because I teach. So I just buy bags and bags or cases from Sam's Club. And the reason why, because they're a nice size, nice average size, and I like the way they come packaged. If so, from local sources or elsewhere. Here go a great question somebody asked. I was waiting for somebody to ask me this question. How do you know how many drops of white, you put dye, but white food coloring to use, and or when to use white food coloring? How do I know? Practice. Practice, mini burnt pots. Um, and I'm getting to my mixture. Um, I've been doing this for so long. And how do I know? Because I did this for so long. And if you don't add white to a color, a particular color, let me add that, it will be transparent. That means you can look straight through the apple. So you need something to enhance that color so that it won't be transparent. And that is applying the white. You can use Chef Master's white. You can use Wilton's white. Um, I don't care for AmeriColor whites because it gives specks, and so does the Artisan Accent white. So if you use Artisan Accent white to your any other color, it will give specks. So stay away from AmeriColor white and Artisan Accent white. Now, if you go ahead and do it and don't believe me, then that's on you. You're going to have specks in your apples. All right. How do I know how many drops? Um, After I read and research a lot of stuff and just trial and error for me. So just doing apples, I got so used to just pouring in enough to where I just guesstimate the right amount that I feel is enough that's going to give me a color. But a lot of us do that and we waste up so much product. So I have took the time to measure out drops to help achieve these colors for you. So once I had done all of that, that's when I came out with this series. So I took the time to do all of this so that you can see the outcome of colors that you can use. Now I'm going to let you all know that's very important. You still may have to add a few drops at the end because it may be transparent and it may not be enough. But that is definitely done with different colors. Like I said, each color is something different. Like with purple, if you want to achieve a purple, you don't even need so many drops because it's so pigmented. Far as with the Chef Masters brand. Okay. So like here, like this, if it looks a little bit transparent, which I know is going to be fine, I may want to add 1 drop of white. Don't go no more than that. But if you go according to the colors, the drops that I have mentioned in my videos, to a full mixture or to a half, it's okay to add a few more drops at the end. But I would say 1 to 2 drops. So it's all with trial and error and mastering the skill. Okay? So say for instance, this may be a little transparent. I'm going to add 1 drop. If you add too much, your mixture is definitely going to be thick. Okay? And it may not look like you see a change, but once you add your apple in there, it's going to be a change. So don't mess up your mixture and waste sugar and water and syrup just because it looks like it's not there, which it is. Okay? All right? Making sure your apple is completely dry and free from any water or wax, which I think this is the one that fell in, so wipe this off good enough because it was a little sticky. Praying for no bubbles, right? All right. Tilting your pot, going in, and just do a rotating turn. And see, I got a good solid color. And there's your orange. Okay? Let that weaken. Someone asked in a post notification, Ro, why you don't turn your apples upside down? A lot of people do, but I've been accustomed scraping the side of my pot, and I just do what works for me. So a lot of people say, can you do it? Yes, I can. So if you want to turn your apple upside down, the way I would show you is and you got to be careful that your candy mixture don't run off. Okay. And see, this is what I don't like, because I'm not accustomed to turning it upside down. Okay. And it's just to hold the shape, gathering that candy mixture at the bottom. Okay. And then applying it to your mat. Okay. But like I said, I do what I'm accustomed to and what works for me. Okay. And that's what I advise you to do. Find a method, stick with it, method or technique, stick with it. I'm taking this toothpick because I'm trying to pop a little bubble that's coming up. I should have wiped this one. Okay. Once again, for those that want to see the upside down way. So I'm turning it to the side and then flipping it up so the candy mixture can go right into the apple, where they can gather all together and like seize, and then you can flip it upside down and then put it on the mat. Now, I don't teach that way because I tried teaching that way like 3 years ago, and so many people had such a hard time doing that. So that's why I don't teach that way, because people have a hard time getting perfect bottoms or having that saucer plate at the bottom. So scrape the side of your pot. It'll go. You can clean it off until you upgrade to that next level. Okay, so there you can see the bottom, and that is your apple. All right. All right. Hey. All right. So there you have. This is how you make your orange candy apples. If you are looking for the supplies for this video, please go to the comment section. I'm sorry. Go to my gorgeous. Oh, okay. Half a cup. I'm reading questions. I'm sorry. Someone must have been asking how much water. Half a cup. I used the half a cup. All right. So for all supplies that I have used in this video, please go to my description box, and you will find all the links provided along with this video. And please go take some time, when you have time, to go view other videos that are on my channel. All right. All right. It's been real. Thank you for joining me. I will see y'all later on. Don't forget, if you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button and that notification bell. And those that want a shout out, please comment in the comment section below or post your notification question, and I will respond to a few of those questions. All right. All right. Y'all have a good evening, and I'll see y'all in